What up, what up, what up? This is Mike the Philosopher here with another one. This one is Divorce Court. All right. Cheap and angry. I haven't seen this before. I'm not going to hold you. Let's go in.
To ignore it and let it fester. On today's case, Mr. Barber says that the unresolved issues in his relationship have boiled over into a level of toxicity that he's not sure he and Miss Ajua can come back from. He says her shady behavior and mysterious cash infusions from various men have him wondering if they should even be together at all. Mr. Barber says he's had enough, and for the sake of his sanity, he is ready to end this relationship today. Let's hear their case.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding. Your Honor, this is the case of Barber versus Ajua.
Thank you very much, Mr. Barber and Miss Ajua. Mr. Barber, you are here in court today because your expectations are not being met in your relationship. You say Miss Ajua is a selfish and inconsiderate cheater, and these chronic problems cannot be fixed. You want to end the relationship today.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Ms. Ajua, you are here to save your relationship. You say your issues are not deal breakers that warrant breaking up. You do say Mr. Barber's insecurities have led to a disconnect and you want help getting your relationship back on track.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you all have been together, as I look at my court papers, 3 years. The plaintiff has 2 children from previous relationships, and you all seem to have hit a skid in this relationship.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Barber, why are we in court today?
Well, Your Honor, we're in court right now. I met this beautiful woman right here, and I thought she was the love of my life, and I guess she's the love of everybody else's life right now.
Uh-oh.
You know, so at the end of the day, I'm ready for closure. That's the only reason.
I say, man, you know, it's not often that the man is the plaintiff in divorce court. And oftentimes when a man is the plaintiff, he got some really, because let's face it, right? Women leave men the most, right? 80% of the time, something like that. 60 to 80%, let's call it 70, right? They leave men more. They have a lot more to gain by leaving too, and the system knows that. But when a man is the plaintiff, oftentimes I don't want to say it's for legitimate reasons, but it's often irreversible. It's often something that can't be fixed, because men may not be loyal to women, but they're loyal to marriage. They're loyal to relationships. They want to take care of the family, especially if they're in. I'm not sure if they're married or not, but I'm just saying. When I see a brother or when I see a man as the plaintiff, oftentimes I know it's going to be a wild story, okay? Because oftentimes it takes a lot more for a man to file and to do all that and to come into divorce court as the plaintiff. But let's hear this brother's story.
I'm here.
Really?
I'm out of everything.
Seems like you are done.
I'm done. I'm fed up with everything.
Mr. Jewett, Mr. Barber says he's done. What makes you think you can save this relationship?
Well, because I love him, Your Honor. I'm here today to defend myself against his accusations. Everything that he's going to present to you or has presented to you is untrue. I have to put up with him as well, Your Honor. He's not the easiest man to deal with. He's jealous, he's angry, he's stingy at times, and I do believe that his ex is still interested in him. So I just want to make it work. That's why I'm here today.
It also sounds like you're saying everything is not toxic from your end of the spectrum, that both of you have added to this bumpy road that your relationship has reached. Is that correct?
That is true. He's no angel.
Okay, so let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Because, Mr. Barber, I'm looking you in your face, and you look like a man who is just saying, I have had enough, Judge.
I already have.
Talk to me a little bit. Let's go back to some happier times. Tell me how you met and then what got us to the point where we're in divorce court.
Right, so I met this beautiful young lady at a karaoke bar. She was the beautiful thing there. I was singing, I was really singing. And she caught my attention. She wanted to talk to me. And
You
we
actually
talked.
make your living as an entertainer, if I'm correct, right?
Yes.
As I recall, you were on American Idol one of the seasons. Am I
Yeah,
correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I made it pretty far, but I had to tell her that in order for her to keep her attention.
You know how to drop the AI card
Hey,
when
look,
necessary.
I had to pull all the dogs out.
Okay. Well,
That's
listen,
what-
I believe you're supposed to use what you got. And if you were at the karaoke bar, it must have been lit that night if you're singing.
It was super lit, but I got a number, we exchanged, we talked about 3 days, and we've been together ever since, on and off.
Okay. And so, Mr. Joy, it looks like everything.
I don't know. The brother don't sound like he got a singing voice to me. Obviously, he does if he was on American Idol. And he got pretty far, but I wonder what he sound like. Do he sound like Teddy P or something? He got kind of a raspy voice. A lot of times people with raspy voices, they the ones who can sing the most, though. You'd be surprised. But let's go in.
Everything started off okay.
That is true. It was about 3 years ago, 2020, before the pandemic happened. So yes, we were both out and about. I ran into him, like he said. And then that's when the pandemic happened. That's when we had to quarantine with each other and things started revealing itself.
So it's very interesting because the pandemic became really good for some couples and really revelatory for other couples, because when you're quarantining with somebody, you're kind of forced to
Yes,
really
yes.
get to know that
Yes,
person
yes.
and to know how they are in their private time, because you don't have any other people to influence what you're seeing. So somehow, whatever was going on throughout those times during the pandemic quarantine, it led to you now feeling like your girlfriend is a cheater.
Well, I'll tell you where it started at. So she went to a trip to Panama City.
How long ago?
I want to say about 2 years ago.
Okay, so it
Yeah.
really has been going on for a while.
Oh, it's been going on for a good little minute. And she went on the trip. It was supposed to be an all-girls trip, and I was cool with that. Well, let's fast forward to 4 days for her getting back, and I'm looking on social media, and I'm seeing pictures.
Did she post on social media?
Nah. she
Your Honor, I didn't
post.
feel like it was necessary to post because
Oh, listen, I'm fine with not posting, because I sometimes say to myself, I am having too much fun to post how much fun I'm having.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Judge,
So I get that.
Judge, but the picture that she showed me was all the girls.
Okay,
The
it was a
picture that
girl's trip.
But the picture that was posted was her and some other guy, and I got the evidence
Your Honor,
right
I
here.
tried to invite him.
I already gave you that.
Wait. You need to stop talking, Mr. Jewett, because we started with this was a girl's trip.
Girls trip, right?
And the post that Mr. Jewett did post socially
She didn't
was
po-
of a girl's trip.
It was
the
all
pictures.
girls. That was hers.
But you trolled somebody else's social media page that was also on
one
the
of the
trip.
friends. Yeah, one of the friends.
And the pictures that friend posted,
Yeah, they showed a lot too much fun. Too
and
many
you
guys.
submitted the evidence.
It's there.
Now let's go to the videotape.
Your Honor, that was a school friend that I ran into. It was spring break. I didn't expect to see him there.
It's not.
So yeah, we wanted to take a silly photo. I jumped on his back, but no,
ain't never
nothing
jumped on my back,
happened.
Judge.
Nothing happened, Your
She
Honor.
never jumped on my back. I got a strong back, Judge.
So I'm looking at the hangout in Miami at the beach picture.
I did run into the same friend again at a wedding.
About to say, you at a wedding, you dressed to the nines.
The wedding that I did not get invited to, Judge.
Okay, so listen, Mr. Jewett, you don't have to invite your boyfriend to everything, but you probably shouldn't lie to him and say that it's not going to be any fellas on the trip.
I hear
You
you.
clearly did not want to have your man with you. Now, that's your choice, but the lie is what brought you here to divorce court. So
Exactly.
clearly, there were fellas on the trip.
You know, she got men sending them.
Exactly. There were fellas on the trip. And if I'm being real, probably a sneaky link. Huh? She didn't think that she would get caught with one of her other girls posting it on social media. But It's out of pocket. It's out of order. Because I can guarantee you if the roles were reversed and a man said it's a boys trip and then he hugged up and he got some chick on his back and and this chick is only on your man's back and you taking pictures of her at a wedding and all this other stuff, ladies will have all kind of problem with it. So she obviously wrong, right? She's obviously in the wrong. Yeah, that's circumstantial evidence, but I mean, just the fact that he's on the trip with her or she's on the trip with this guy, that's just imagine what happens on getaway trips. Just imagine what happened on getaway trips, right? You had a getaway trip, you probably in a romantic setting, you know what I mean? You got the waves crashing on the beach. You got the drinks, the pina coladas, all this other stuff. Umbrellas in the drinks. It's a romantic setting. You got some music. You got bedrooms. Okay. Where is this guy staying? Why are you so comfortable to jump on his back? If you're that comfortable to jump on his back, you're probably comfortable to sleep in the same bed with him. Okay. Yeah. If I'm doing cheating math, tropical beach getaway, didn't tell your man, jumping on this dude's back, okay, romantic settings, and somebody you familiar with, it's always the ones you familiar with. That's what women do. Women most time women will cheat on a guy with a guy that she already knew. It's already a guy who was in her past, who curved it to the left a little bit, and she liked when he curved it to the left. So she always kept him in a rotation. So if I'm doing cheating math, she looks guilty. She looks guilty. Let's go in.
No money too, all right?
You can't just make that allegation. Are you suggesting
I brought evidence, Judge.
$250? Is this from one particular man?
I definitely don't need men for everything, but just now and then when I'm running low.
Okay, so if you're running low, you think it's okay to take money in exchange for what? So when you would go over your day, you talk to your boyfriend at night. Oh, I had such a good time today. We were at the beach, the girls and I, we were chilling. Oh, and we ran into Larry of all people. Did you by any chance have any conversation?
Your Honor, but we didn't have that much time to talk because my phone, I was out and about. My phone was not charged that often.
Okay, excuses.
So the one time that we did get to talk.
Thank you, Judge.
Excuses. Excuses are tools of the incompetent. They build monuments to nothingness. Those who excel in them seldom excel in anything else.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's an excuse. If you want to be open and honest in a relationship, be open and honest. It's not difficult because one of the reasons that I don't lie, lots of reasons, but one of the reasons I don't lie, I don't have time to remember alternative facts.
Oh, Judge, hold on.
It's easier to just remember the facts.
Judge, can
Go ahead, Mr. Barber.
You know she got men sending her money too, though, right?
Wait.
Yeah. I don't know if they exes, I don't know if they co-workers, I don't know who it is, but
Man.
You can't just make that allegation.
Oh, you see that deep breath? That's stress. That's stress. She's getting caught. She's under the fire. Let me tell you, that's if that was a brother and he over here huffing and puffing, that's almost a I know I'm caught type of gesture. But now I got to figure out a way to explain this and lie to the point of fooling this guy. So let me do the math. Let me get my lie right and make it sound reasonable so that everybody can understand. Ladies, if you are in a relationship with a man, you should not be accepting money from any other man. A woman accepting money from another man is equivalent to a man accepting box from another woman. It's the same thing. Women don't value intimacy like men do. They want money. So the equivalent for a woman to accept money from a man is the equivalent of a man accepting intimacies from a woman. Do you want your man getting intimacies from another woman? No, you don't. A man don't want you getting money from another man, because money is a sense of power, a sense of control, a sense of ownership. So what did you do to get that money? What did you do? Okay, why is he compelled to give another man's woman some money? Unless you provided a service. Okay? You provide a service for this dude. It's the only logical and reasonable reason why he would give you money is if you provide some kind of service. Ain't nobody in a habit of just giving money away. Okay, money is used for what? Goods and services. So what service did you provide? Let's find out.
Allegation. Are you suggesting
I brought evidence, Judge. It's right here.
that Miss Ajua is taking money from
She taking money.
men?
She taking money, and then
Your Honor.
And then when she take the money, it's like an hour later. She's like, "I got things to do." Like really things to do. Like we were
see,
talking all
he's
day.
very
Just a minute, Mr.
particular about his money. He's stingy, he's cheap. So sometimes when I'm running low and if I can't get it from him, then yes, I am gonna accept it from other men. If I'm not doing anything wrong,
No.
I don't feel like there's
What
anything
kind of
wrong.
money are we talking about?
Just simple cash app. I mean,
Let me
It's right here, Judge.
let me see the evidence, please. Okay,
a lot of money.
$250.
That's a lot of money.
that
And
did
then,
happen.
then there's a whole list of money.
There's a lot of this money.
Wait, hold up.
Everybody
Only
send
when
money.
I need it.
Is this from one particular man or multiple men?
It's an old coworker of mine. We ran into each other and we wanted to catch up. He did invite me to lunch once, but nothing happened.
And
Nothing
how many
happened.
times has he given you money?
A lot, Judge.
Just
Okay, at least 5. But he knows about Rodney. He knows. And I guess that, he is a little jealous too that I am with him. So he does decline sometimes. But when he does, I share with him.
Do you work outside of the home?
I do. I am a working woman.
Okay, I don't know how to put this gently. How were you raised that you think it's okay to take money from men outside of your relationship? What kind of home life did you have?
Talk
'Cause
to
I don't mean to
her.
be rude, Mr.
I
Jewett.
was raised in a proper household where the man was a provider. So
That it doesn't matter if the man is a provider, the female is a provider. My mom was a single mom for a long time until she met my amazing stepfather, who raised my sister and me. So the roles don't bother me. I'm talking about in terms of self-esteem and self-awareness. When I say how were you raised, were you taught
to love myself, yes, ma'am.
and to
No, do you have morals, chick? That's what she means. Do you have honor? Do you have respect for your man? Okay. Do I love myself? Yes, I do. Yeah, everybody knows you love yourself because you're moving selfishly. That's how everybody know. Yeah. She's not talking about that. She's talking about the morals, the honor, okay, of being the woman of the house. You don't accept money or gifts. You don't even do that in business, okay? And for good reason. You don't even do that in business. You can't work at a company and accept money and gifts from people to get something done. Okay? That's a bit of corruption. You know, showing favoritism. It can get really, it's borderline embezzling a little bit. Look, it's bad business. And a lot of women today only care about money. I've said this in other videos. Women worship money. Worship money more than anything else, even more than their religion. They worship money. They will do anything, debauchery type of things for money. They will get rid of their morality for money. All they care about is the dollar bill. It is so sad. It is ridiculous. Now, trust me, I'd like to lean on him about something, but I can't right now. There's nothing to lean on him about. So I have to go hard in the paint on her because she is the one who don't seem to know right from wrong. If she's a working woman and she works at a company, she knows at her company she can't accept money and gifts. That's a standard. You can't accept money and gifts. So why are you doing it in a relationship? And why do you think it's cool to do it in a relationship? Or is she doing it at her business? She probably is doing it at work too. Because she's the type who worship money. So she'll probably take money under the table. This is how people turn corrupt, okay? In businesses and things like that. Because they accept bribes and money under the table and all this other stuff. But in a relationship, there's no room for that. Okay? She's showing she has no morals. She only cares about herself. Let's hear some more.
To make your own way.
Yes, ma'am. My mother and my father put me through school, and I got a job right after college. So I definitely don't need men for everything, but just now and then when I'm running low.
Okay, so if you're running low, you think it's okay to take money from so-called co-workers in exchange for what?
Nothing, just a simple lunch date once. That
Ain't
happened
never
once.
simple, Judge.
It sounds like,
He's jealous, so
in all honesty, if I were in a relationship with you, I'd be jealous also because it sounds like you're being unfulfilled within the relationship that we're having and you're seeking fulfillment outside of the relationship. But recognize it's very reasonable for him to have a problem.
we're at a bar in Miami. A guy bumped into me. This man wanted to shake him down, to make him apologize and order me another drink that he spilled.
I paid $24 for that drink. He spilled half of it. I was going over to talk to the man to see if he can cash at me that 12. Make a long story short, they escorted us out.
Because you assaulted a man.
I told her I was jealous when I first got with a judge. Like, so this ain't nothing new. Like, my baby mothers, they know I'm jealous. Like, I've been through a lot, like, in relationships, so it's hard for me to trust people.
Okay,
And
I
you
didn't
see
know how
why
deep
it's
his
hard for me to
jealousy
trust
was
people.
until he literally hitchhiked to a dinner date, a dinner friend group hangout date.
You have to explain this to me, because I read this and I still...
One of my girlfriends invited me to a dinner. At the time, we were living in North Carolina. The restaurant that they chose was 30 miles out. This man tracked my phone and hitchhiked. Yes, he caught a bus, like maybe partial way, but then he hitchhiked the rest of the way because we were sharing a car. Who does that, Your Honor? This man is crazy. This is what I have to put up with.
I'm confused. You went out with friends.
Yes.
Leaving the plaintiff at home.
No car. He took a bus and hitchhiked
Judge,
to the
can I tell you what
restaurant.
really
Who does
happened?
that?
Wait.
Crazy.
Did you actually do planes, trains, and automobiles in order to go to find out where she was?
Okay, Judge. All right, so again, I'm kind of cheap. So I kind of used my money. It was on my Uber, and that got me about 10 minutes away. Then I got on the bus, and then that got me about another 5 miles away. Then I walked the rest of it.
Why?
But because
So he
I
can
had
take a
tracker.
taxi.
Stop.
I had a tracker on the phone.
Why?
I don't trust nobody.
Okay, then you don't need to be in a relationship.
Well, you know what, Judge? Maybe you're right.
No, I am right, because the foundation of any relationship is trust, Mr. Barber. If you can't get over trust issues, it's never going to work. Now, you need to find somebody who's trustworthy, but
I believe we
you
can
can't
build.
walk in the
We can
door
build on it,
assuming
though.
that somebody has done you wrong.
No, but see, I didn't come in like that, Judge. But the first time she lied, that was it.
I just want him to trust me. That's all.
Excuse me, Miss Ajua, Mr. Barber is not going to trust you because you're not trustworthy. I need to say this to you, so you need to hear me,
Yes, ma'am.
okay? People trust those who are trustworthy. Now, he can be as crazy and paranoid and obsessive, but even a broken clock is right twice a day. You've lied, so there's a reason that the man doesn't trust you. If you want to earn his trust, then you have to be trustworthy, and the way you do that is to not lie.
Yes, Your Honor.
Even if it causes a problem, then you stand in the authenticity of this is what occurred. But you say that's not the only thing where his obsessive jealousy has gotten in trouble.
Yeah, it's not just jealousy, it's anger too, no matter what setting we're in. We took a vacation to Florida. We were at a bar in Miami. A guy bumped into me, and I heard him say, "I'm sorry," but this man wanted to shake him down to make him apologize and order me another drink that he spilled. Like, too much, to the point where cops were called. We were escorted out of the bar, Your Honor. Too embarrassing.
How did it go
Judge?
completely left?
No, okay, Judge. Okay, again, I'm cheap. I paid $24 for that drink. He spilled half of it. That's $12. I was going over to talk to the man to see if he can cash out me that 12, and we
But
all
now
good.
he's okay with Cash App. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Admittedly, he's cheap. I don't know what it. Maybe it's just me. I get so annoyed with people who ask for petty change. That's just me. Maybe that's just me. Put in the comments. Are y'all the same way, or is it just me? Because I know a lot of women who, and I know I'm gonna make this about women because that's most of my experiences are with women. If, say for instance, I'm dating a woman, right? And we break up, and I've had more than one do this to me too. It's like, oh, well, you remember your birthday gift I got in, '83? I'm gonna need that back. Wait a minute, what? Hold on. You want a birthday gift back? Yes, I want the birthday gift back. Oh, that Valentine's Day, that one time that I treated you to a Valentine, and that one time I took you to dinner, you had the whole steak. You didn't have to have the whole steak. I want that whole thing back. Okay, you can cash at me. Just go ahead, give me the cash. Cash at me. Here's my number, $ pettiness, and pay me for all. And I don't know why, but his situation triggered me to remember that because this brother said, I'm cheap, and he spilled $12 worth of drink. I'm going to need you to cash out me that $12. I can't stand petty people. $12, bruh. Listen, I'm more concerned about if there's any kind of disrespect. That's what I'm more concerned about. Don't disrespect my woman. The drink, the $12, small change. Like, I don't know if this is a black people thing, but we get real petty with money. I mean, we don't want to be down a penny, a freaking penny. That's a little too cheap. It's no wonder she getting cash outs from other guys. It ain't right for her to do that, but I'm almost understanding. But I'm never going to be totally understanding of that. That's wrong to do. You pick the guy that you're with, you rock out with him. Okay? You don't accept gifts or cash from no other man. But this brother ain't helping his case of being cheap. Okay? Let's go in.
And so I'm like, we all good, but he apologized for bumping her, but he didn't want to pay the, cash app. So that's why we got kind of physical, and I grabbed him by his collar. And make a long story short, they escorted us out.
Because you assaulted a man.
He assaulted her first in my
No, excuse me.
the
He
$24
did not.
drink.
Excuse me. I'm the former prosecutor. He did not assault her. He bumped into her accidentally, and he said, "Excuse me."
He
And you
said-
just acknowledged that he said, "Excuse me, excuse me, I'm talking." He acknowledged that it was an accident. Now, a true gentleman would have said, "Let me buy you that drink." But it's not enough to escalate to a physical altercation.
I watched everything from the bar happen. So the way it was, he bumped her. And I used to do this back in the day. I used to bump girls on purpose, make them drop their drink, and I buy them a drink just to show, my appreciation for talking to him and everything like that.
So now he's being
I'm
sneaky.
watching
You
the
see
man.
this? You
I'm
hear this?
watching
No,
the man.
actually, you sound like one of these men on my To Catch a Killer shows that I watch all the time. Because that sounds like the way they do things in order to
Or
get
no.
women.
Yeah, and so people do that. So
I know, but this gentleman was not doing that. And why did you?
To Catch a Killer. What? I mean, the judge went real dark with that one. I wouldn't put the brother in that category. Let's relax a little bit, okay? To Catch a Killer, that's a little bit too much. I'm not gonna put that on the brother. Let's go back in.
You escalate.
Because they were still talking. They talked. Like, see, what she left out is they was talking for almost 5 minutes while this bump had happened. This
But
was
the
no more to
exchange was
talk about.
simply, "I'm sorry, you're
She
good."
all smiling and
Your Honor,
Well, no,
see,
not doing it.
This is what I have to
Not
put up with,
doing
but
it.
I still accept him. I still love him at the end of the day. So another incident that happened.
There's more, Robert.
So I was at the airport. I work for an airline company, and I was talking to a coworker. This man shows up to my job, almost gets me fired.
Oh, no.
Because he wants to start asking, "Well, who's this coworker, and what business do you guys have with each other?" Like, I can't talk to coworkers now. I can't talk to regular
But wait a minute,
people.
I'm sorry. This is the person that calls to give you your shift schedule?
Correct.
Like,
This is my
you're
team
going
lead.
to Pittsburgh this week, or whatever it is you
Yes.
need to do.
Correct.
Or you need to work 8 to 4 this week, or we got a
Correct.
problem here, can we switch you, or whatever.
Exactly. Nothing more than that. Just business, not anything, no friendly, no flirty.
And how did it manifest itself? What happened when Mr. Barber confronted the coworker?
Well, they were pretty much just talking back and forth. He got up close to the gentleman, and I'm here telling Rodney, calm down. I'm at work, and it takes so much to calm him down.
Okay, tag you're it, Mr. Barber.
So can I speak now?
Yes, of course.
Okay, that's not what happened.
Next time on Divorce Court. Rachel Bowens, will you please join me by Skype?
Good morning.
Mr. Barber says you proposed the opportunity to do a threesome.
He mentioned that he would like to spice up his life.
So it was
Right.
your idea,
So maybe you should have a threesome with your girl.
I don't want a poly
Your Honor. You
relationship.
see, I can't have anything to myself.
A year ago, I had a big record deal and it's getting ready to sign for a lot of money,
What kind of money we talking?
like $2 million. Ooh.
Dollars?
She sabotaged it. Anybody that was in my contact that was for that label, she called them.
Your Honor, all I
She
wanted
got
to
on
do was
their
be
nerves.
supportive. That's
It
all.
wasn't, it was.
I swear if I were a violent person, I would
I-
throw this gavel. You sabotaged this man's career.
Yo, this is crazy, man. This is part 1. I didn't know this was a series. Apparently, it gets deeper. So far, the score is this: she wrong for the little getaway with the dude and jumping on some other dude back. Another thing she wrong about is getting money from a sugar daddy. I don't care what you say. That's a sugar daddy who giving you almost $1,000. Now he wrong from being too jealous, okay, and not trusting her and freaking out, and he wrong for the little incident with the whole the co-worker or whatever the case may be, and almost jeopardizing her job. So, you know, I don't know. I'm gonna say this. So far, she's still slightly the most in the wrong for some of her things. I think his is a little more insecurity, but I don't think he has done anything. She didn't lose her job or anything like that, so I don't think he's done anything other than annoying things. She done egregious things. He done annoying things, but apparently it gets deeper. I'm a do part 2 in another video. Check that out. Thanks for watching. Hit the like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch y'all in part 2. Peace.